It's Fans Corner once again. Welcome to it. Thank you so much for making time to watch and listen to us once again. Remember, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please make sure to subscribe and also click the notification button so that you can get alerts whenever we post new stuff on the channel. Today I'm with Nyambos. Nyambos, welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Malatule, for this particular opportunity. So I'm glad that we are going to discuss the fixtures that took place during this week.
Yeah, it's been a mouthful. It's been a mouth-watering week in terms of the first round of games, especially looking from Group C going forward. On Tuesday, we saw Argentina playing against Saudi Arabia. You know, I only watched the first half and I thought Argentina's going to win the game. And then I came and checked the results at the end, and I was surprised. Were you as shocked as everyone else?
I was very, very shocked.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that Argentina was going to just flow to win the match. Unfortunately, these teams, they show that they've prepared very well.
Yeah.
So no one is a small team now. Everybody's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a World Cup. What do you think went wrong with Argentina?
I think Argentina, they were demoralized by the VAR, you know, for several times.
Yeah.
So they tried to change the game, only to find that it was backfiring now.
Yeah.
The system was against them.
You mean in the first half? I mean, they had like 3 goals disallowed by VAR.
Yeah.
They were called offside. Yeah.
Yeah, so in the first half, they started very well. Their strategy was working because they were getting those goal-scoring opportunities.
Yeah.
However, they tried to change that system.
Yeah.
And it was not supposed to be that.
So you think they tried to change the system because of the many offsides that went against them? So they tried to be onside, and now that also affected their game plan.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So in terms of Saudi Arabia, what did they get right? I mean, if of course Argentina may have tried to play against the system and then it backfired for them. Saudi Arabia, what is it that you think they did right?
Saudi Arabia, what they did right is that they kept their defense tight. Yeah, throughout the match.
Yeah.
So they were just looking for those opportunities of counterattacks.
Yeah.
So it happened that they got those opportunities and they utilized them very, very fruitfully.
Now, later on, we also saw France playing against Australia. I saw Australia scoring first, and I thought it's happening again. We might get another shock, but France came back very strong and they won the game. What did you make of that game, France against Australia?
Yeah, no, Australia, they started good.
Yeah.
You know, to get that early goal.
Yeah.
But then what they did now, they tried to defend. And
after scoring the first goal.
Yeah. And it was an early stage of the game.
Yeah.
So you can't defend a team like France from the beginning until the end.
Yeah, with that kind of attacking power, you're always asking for trouble.
Yes, you're inviting trouble. So that's what happened there.
So just going back a little bit to Group C. Now, Argentina, before we move to the other group. Argentina are left with Poland and Mexico. What are their prospects? I mean, you have Mexico, you have Poland, and both games are a must-win now. They can't afford to drop points if they have a chance of going to the next round. Do you see them beating both of them?
You know, a team like Argentina is one of the favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they can go through all the way to the next round. But then I know that they have the mentality to, you know, to play every game just like it is a final. So I think for now they have to switch on to that mode and play every game and take it as a final. It's a final.
It's
because
a do or die.
If they lose the other match that is coming, then their hopes are out. Yeah.
Okay, obviously France are in the driving seat. There we saw the African teams drawing. But the game that you and I spoke about before we went rushing home to the game between Germany and Japan. I remember just before we left to go and watch that game, I spoke about, I see a thriller of a game, and it didn't disappoint. It was a thriller of a game.
It was a thriller indeed.
Yeah.
So just like you said, I didn't believe you at first when you said that Japan they are strong.
Yeah.
So I went there to watch the game and I saw it with my eyes.
Yeah.
Japan, those players were super fit. You know, they were running from the first minute of the game until the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows that those Chinese, they are so super fit.
Yeah. So they didn't run out of steam. In the second half, you would have thought maybe in the second half they'll run out of steam, but they kept on with the same pace as they did with this in the first half, and they just kept on going and going at Germany.
Yes, they just kept on going.
Yeah.
Their defense was tight.
Yeah.
And what happened to Germany is that their substitutions
In the second half.
Yeah, they were not fitting the standard of the match.
Okay.
Because those players, they were supposed to change the game.
Yeah.
However, they didn't.
Yeah.
And that's when now Japan, they started to go forward.
Yeah.
They looked threatening.
Yeah.
And then they got those 2 goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was a humdinger of a game later on. There was Spain against Costa Rica. 7. The last time we saw 7 goals scored by one team was in 2014 when Germany was beating Brazil, back in Brazil. And now here's Spain beating Costa Rica. What do you make of that? This Spanish team, I mean, it's a different team, but their play. What do you make of that play?
Yeah, Spain, they are one of the favorites.
Yeah.
And coming to this first game, they showed that they really mean they really mean business.
Yeah.
So they played very, very well.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see that Costa Rica didn't even have a goal on target. Just one simple shot.
One shot on target.
Yeah, it shows
Nothing.
that this Spanish team, they are well covered
Yeah.
from defense to the striking force.
Yeah, and also in terms of youth versus experience, it's well balanced. I was one of the people who actually criticized the coach, the selection before the World Cup. I thought when they left Thiago Alcantara out of the team, and I know he hasn't been playing so many minutes this season, but I thought his experience might be needed there, and also the Manchester United goalkeeper being left out of the squad as well. I thought this was a blunder, but seemingly he knows what he's doing there with the Spanish team.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing because, when it comes to World Cups, you, as a coach, you need to bring in the new generation and then with the old one.
Yeah.
Try to mix them well.
Yeah.
To form that squad to represent the country.
Yeah.
So I think he has done a good job there to mixing those old players with the new ones, and you can see that they are playing very, very good.
Yeah, and those young ones are extremely talented. I mean, what a goal by Gavi! That volley, just one touch outside of the boot. What a goal!
He played very, very well for an 18-year-old.
Yeah, he's only
on
18,
a big stage.
Very young, yeah.
Yeah, it shows that though the boy is very, very good.
Yeah.
He has a bright future. Yeah.
And lastly, we saw Canada against Belgium. When you look at it on paper, we expect it to be a walkover for Belgium, but we didn't see that happening. We saw Canada actually having a go at Belgium. I think for some time Belgium struggled to get out of their own half, dealing with the Canadian team. What did you make of Canada's game, and what did you make of the whole game in general?
Yeah, it was a very, very tough game.
Yeah.
Because both teams, they were very, very well prepared. But then Canada, they looked stronger than Belgium because they were attacking in most of the cases there of the matches. Of the match. Yeah. So they played very, very well. They were going forward, trying to look for that opener. However, the Belgium, they were so strong. And if you look at that game, Canada, they got a penalty. Yeah. And
they missed it.
And they missed that saved, opportunity, But then they kept going. Unfortunately, it was Belgium who took over.
Yeah. I also felt that maybe experience came into the rescue of Belgium. I mean, most of the Belgian players have played in a World Cup before. This Canadian team, not even a single one of them has played in a World Cup. I mean, they had not been qualifying for a long time. But also, in terms of the decision making at the front, I think they created a lot of chances, but they just were not clinical in terms of taking their chances at the up front.
Yeah. Just like you said earlier, this Belgian team, they have a lot of experience, world-class players. Yeah. However, in the forward there, they really need that last touch, which is Lukaku. They need Lukaku. Yeah. So Lukaku must just... they must just hope that Lukaku gets better so that they can play him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see in that group Belgium? Do you see them still topping that group, or what do you think? I mean, after seeing them struggling a little bit against Canada, and given that the other game between Croatia and Morocco ended in a goalless draw, of course Belgium are number one by virtue of winning. But do you still see them topping the group?
Yeah, I still see them topping the group.
Yeah.
After that first game,
Yeah.
I think they saw where they are lacking.
Yeah.
So they are going to now try and fix that and come up with a new strategy in the forthcoming matches.
Yeah.
So I will see them. I think they will top the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much, Nyambose. We'll meet again discussing the other groups going forward, and we'll see who tops the group in the other groups as well.
No, thank you very much, Bishop.
Awe.
Sharp. Hola.